Triangle A prime B prime C prime is the image of triangle ABC after a dilation followed by a translation. Which statements would always be true with respect to the sequence of transformations? So let me just quickly draw out the situation here. So I have a triangle, and this is A, B, and C. And I will be dilating this, say, over this point over here, P. I don't want to bring point P too far away from triangle ABC, because what will result from that is a triangle that's going to be positioned really far away from the original triangle. And the way in which we dilate something, and this is the standard of practice, it doesn't matter whether it's on a grid or on a plane surface like I have right now. And the idea is you want to draw lines connecting the various vertices of the object to the point of dilation, and however much that distance is away, okay, you're going to multiply by whatever the scale factor you have. So let's say if I, maybe I want to blow up triangle ABC by a scale factor of 2. So I'm going to use a different color now. Let's use blue, right? So P to B, and then I want to say B prime is going to be like right here approximately. And then A to A, P to A, and then I'm going to say like maybe A is going to be like right there, A prime. And then C, I want to say C prime is going to be like maybe right here. So the triangle that I end up with will look something like this. Again, this is how we dilate, and this is true regardless of whether we are dealing with a figure that's graphed on a coordinate grid versus on a plane. All right, so I have this, and then the instruction says this followed by a translation. So I am going to translate this thing by doing the following. I am going to translate this horizontally, and then followed by a vertical translation in the negative direction. So, and I'm going to draw this out in green, and I'm going to try to do this the best of my abilities here. So it's going to end up looking like something like this. Again, I'm trying my absolute best, and I hope that you guys are getting the sense of this, that all the sides are supposed to be parallel, right? So actually, this is not A prime, B prime, because it said that the final was A prime, B prime, C prime. So I'm going to erase that. Whoops, I did not mean to erase that side there. So this triangle over here that I have, right, after the translation is going to end up over here with A prime, B prime, and C prime. All the corresponding sides are supposed to be parallel. And this is true for all the transformations, with the exception of rotations. When you are reflecting, translating, dilating, all the corresponding sides are supposed to end up being parallel to one another. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at any of the answer choices there that fits the bill, that fits this description that I just created, or this visualization. So it says here the triangle ABC is congruent to the image A prime, B prime, C prime, the triangle that's in green. Clearly, that's not the case, right? So that's not good. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Well, that is indicative of any dilations. When we dilate an object, the image will always be similar to the original, so that works. AB is parallel to A prime, B prime. That is absolutely true. So, and again, I encourage you to try this out for yourself. Go through a dilation, go through a translation. You're going to see that all the corresponding sides will end up being parallel to one another. So that is option 3. That does work. All right, the next one, A to A prime and B to B prime. This one's a little tricky, okay, and it does require you to see this. So I am going to do this in red, okay. From A to A prime, That's this length right there, and I did a terrible job in drawing this. I wish this app had a feature where I can draw just straight lines, but it looks something like this, right? So this is A to A prime versus B to B prime. You can see, whoops, you can see that these are going to be two different lengths. You can sort of see that A prime is a little longer. Now they don't. Now A prime doesn't have to be longer than B prime. I'm just saying that they're not the same, which is what option number 4 there is saying, right? That they have to be the same, but they don't have to. So the only one that really, the only options there that work are options 2 and 3, and that would be answer choice number 3, which contains options 2 and 3 together.